FakeTV Box is a recorded production of KlicKNet from mykwame.com studios at 144 Studios, New York City. Additional help provided by Adobe, supporting all with limitless creativity in graphics, illustration, and videography. The innovative world of Apple, Shure apps and products for audio functions, and by contributions to this YouTube channel from KlicKNettars like you. Thank you. What's up, KlicKNettars? Welcome to FakeTV Box. I'm Kwame Alexander. This is a show that spends as many minutes as it takes to talk crap about all the whack jobs and hot mess out there. It goes without saying that 2025, without a doubt, was the year that universal destinations and experiences set a whole new standard in the theme park industry with its Universal Horror Unleashed in Las Vegas, and you can bet that we haven't even forgotten about Epic Universe, the third gate at Universal Orlando, Volcano Bay not included. This incredible park had its grand opening over the Memorial Day weekend last May. You can see from watching the live stream that it had the same atmosphere as the 1990 opening celebration for Universal Studios Florida and the grand opening of Islands of Adventure back in 1999. But I'm amazed that it's taken Universal Orlando Resort 26 years to build a third theme park. That's just 1 year more than how many years it was since the Tennessee Titans reached the Super Bowl after this.
It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot. Mike Jones made the tackle. And the Rams have won the Super Bowl.
No line. The game is over. The game is over.
You know the way that guy tackled him, it pretty much sums up how the second half of the season went this year for the New York Mets. They failed to not fall short at the end, and now the only victory that Mets owner Steve Cohen will ever be able to achieve this year is the approval of his proposed Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, which could sit on the parking lot that's right next to Citi Field. And believe it or not, it has a better chance at getting built than the recently deceased casino proposed at Coney Island. If you've ever seen our Beyond 2026 Disney Parks episode, you probably know where I'm going with all of this. So with that in mind, to the people of Queens, New York, and all those who root for the Mets, I'll leave you with this. Let your voice be heard and say F no to the Hard Rock Casino that threatens to violate the sacred burial grounds of Shea Stadium. God rest your soul, my man. God rest your soul. Now, back to what I was saying about Universal. The company that brought you Epic Universe has been on a roll this year, unlike the Mets and Titans. And it continues next year in 2026 when they open the first Universal Kids Resort in the middle of Texas. However, we're here to talk about what could be Universal's first established European theme park in a special installment of That's So Epic Universal UK Edition. Yeah, that's too many syllables.
It's officially happening. Universal has announced they do intend to build their first Universal branded theme park and resort for Europe in the United Kingdom. Releasing the first official piece of concept art, the resort is planned to feature a world-class theme park, 500-room hotel, and retail and dining complex, all set to open in 2031.
3 cheers for the new Universal Resort in Great Britain, coming 6 years from now. Hip hip, cheerio! Hip hip, cheerio! Hip hip, cheerio! Now, if you remember correctly, FakeTV Box did a whole episode last year explaining how, where, and when Universal was going to construct the new resort in Great Britain. So in this episode, we're going to go over new details that have been revealed this year.
For instance, the UK Prime Minister confirmed back in April that the UK government is in favor of the new resort and will have construction begin next year in 2026. Universal estimates that the project could generate nearly £50 billion for the UK economy by 2055. An estimated 28,000 new jobs and 8.5 million visitors in the resort's first year.
You know, if Universal was really smart, they should put up flyers that say, "Help wanted, looking for a way out of the current administration in the United States?" Then fly over to the new Universal Great Britain Resort in 2031. We're happy to hire you.
Of course, I should stop calling it Universal Great Britain because just a month before this episode, Universal registered the trademark Universal United Kingdom Resort with the United Kingdom's IP office, which means that this new experience has an official name, and on top of that, it also has official concept art, as you can see right here.
The only question now is, what the actual heck is going on in this picture? What kinds of experiences are the company looking at? Well, here to give a full analysis of what might be in store for Universal United Kingdom is our senior theme park meteorologist, Kwame Alexander. Thanks, Kwame. So, KlicKNettars, it's very exciting that Universal UK is coming, and everyone is buzzing about what themelands we're going to bring to life. So while we will go over the obvious choices in a moment, I predict that Universal will tap into some truly iconic British IPs that nobody expects. Just imagine a theme park where your favorite UK franchises become epic immersive worlds. You see what I did there? And with this concept art behind me, we can dive deep into the wildest and most exciting possibilities for Universal UK's future. So let's start with the IPs that have already been confirmed, James Bond and Paddington Bear. It's important to have themelands and attractions based on franchises of spy action movies and family-friendly cartoons, and it looks like James Bond will be set up in this wall-style building right at the top. And then this section right here, this is going to be Paddington Bear with 2 or 3 key rides and a little family dog ride attraction at the back. Also gotta point out that right next to this area is likely the resort hotel adjacent to the park. And if we go down a little bit, we can see where guests can enter. These buildings at each end of the archway entrance have the makings of a mini Universal City Walk with ideal food and beverages, franchises, and unique entertainment options. Although I'm not sure what this little blue ball is doing at the middle right here. Kwame, I believe that is the famous Universal Studios Globe. Almost every one of their resorts has one. I mean, I should know. I've taken a selfie in front of the one in Orlando this year. Hey, am I here to do the theme park forecast or just stand here and watch your vacation pictures? Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that. Continue. Thank you. Now let's go up here. We got this little light green roller coaster surrounded by all these colorful show buildings. Some might say that this area might be themed to Minions or to Secret Life of Pets. But I believe that it's actually Minions and the Secret Life of Pets. So if you're keeping score, that's 2 theme lands in one. Of course, an argument could be made that DreamWorks Trolls could also be added to this area. And speaking of DreamWorks, this theme area over here might be Shrekland, which makes sense that it could be an entire Shrekland because the world of fairy tales originated from Europe, I think. Now we go over here, and this is more than likely going to be Jurassic World with a very large eating attraction building and what looks to be a pair of drop towers right over here. Okay, and Kwame, what do you make of those 2 areas? The one with the light blue roller coaster and the one with the dark green roller coaster? Well, rumors suggest that Universal might use one of its most popular franchises from the 80s for a fresh new area, and I am referring to Back to the Future. Its IP was first used for one of the OG attractions at Universal Studios Florida back in 1990. We've seen it in Easter eggs at Epic Universe, as some believe that Doc Brown created the trains on the Stardust Racers with his first competitor. And this roller coaster reminds me of Mr. Freeze from the Six Flags theme parks. Great Scott, am I right? Moving on, this dark green roller coaster has been rumored to be themed after the Wicked film starring Ariana Grande and that black actress whose name I can't pronounce correctly. In fact, check out these 2 buildings. Check them out. They could be connected to the green roller coaster, perhaps as dark rides, merchandise shops, and restaurants, which could mean Universal United Kingdom Resort could be home to the first entire Wicked Land. But I certainly hope not. And why is that, Kwame? Because this area ought to be reserved for IPs like The Lord of the Rings. That resonates way more with guests in the United Kingdom. Wicked is like a lunch bag of cotton candy and Mountain Dew that'll put you in the ICU with ecstatic temp and a Broadway performance. Jeez man, that's pretty deep. Let's hope that Ariana Grande and Sylvia Arrivo don't watch this show. See? That's a name I can't pronounce correctly. Anyway, let's wrap this up. You might be wondering what these 2 puzzles in land are for. Well, long story short, they're called expansion pads that theme parks leave untouched on purpose so that a few years later, after they open, they can add new theme lands surrounded by all the originals. Now, nothing's been confirmed about which IPs Universal will use for expansions, but I'm here to make 4 guesses of what is being considered. We got 2 no-brainers and 2 wild cards. I predict that the no-brainers are Harry Potter and Doctor Who. With the continuing dominance of The Boy Who Lived in theme parks, Universal UK could give guests a unique and perhaps darker take on the Wizarding World. A Doctor Who land could bring forth TARDIS-based attractions, alien encounters, and even dying influenced by the show's witch lore. Now, my 2 wild cards for the expansion pack seem like unexpected British gems, because no one would ever think to put them in a theme park. First, there's Wallace and Gromit. The charming stop-motion world could translate into family dog rides and interactive experiences similar to Super Nintendo World, if they're still popular in the UK, that is. Now, for the second wild card, I'm gonna go with Black Miller. Yeah, I said it. Black freaking Miller. We've seen Epic Universe create a home for all of the classic Universal monsters known as Dark Universe. So, do I think Universal is daring enough and cuckoo enough to create a truly unsettling and perhaps even disturbing immersive experience based on the British dystopian series Black Mirror? Yes. Yes, I do. Wow, Kwame, these are some bold predictions. And by looking at this content art for the last few minutes, do you think that Universal is trying to draw up some kind of scenario for its first established resort in Europe? If so, then what is it? Well, I look at this as the Dreamland scenario, meaning that Universal will combine multiple IPs into a cohesive, narrative-driven area rather than just standalone lands. If they want to embrace British humor and irony, they should consider weaving in the UK's distinctive comedic style without alienating international visitors. If they want to make this resort weatherproof, Universal should draw on the necessity of more extensive indoor areas and attractions and also covered queues. I mean, have you ever once in your life experienced UK climate? Man, it makes me glad that I'll never be able to afford a trip there. And finally, if Universal wants to add cultural sensitivity and historical nods to its first UK park, I suggest balancing cutting-edge tech with respectful integration of British heritage and storytelling. Otherwise, what they're really building is a lousy lunch bag of stinky disappointment. Tuna pasta. Back to you, Kwame. I'll see you in theme park meteorologist, everybody. Thanks, Kwame, and enjoy your sticky lunch. Oh wait, that does it for this UK edition of That's So Epic. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and share everything right here on the channel. Show your support to KlicKNet by hitting the subscribe button. Follow us on social media through Instagram, Facebook, Threads, the site formerly known as Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Last but not least, please consider making a donation to support KlicKNet Productions' independent short film, Road in New York. To do so, click on the link to GoFundMe.com located in the description box of this episode. And I'll see you next time on FakeTV Box with Kwame Alexander.